All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live. Let me go ahead and get situated. We can look at the markets, get into the market 30 minutes after the opening. So let's see what we can see. As I see so far, we got a lot of back and forth, a lot of nasty wicks. So glad I'm able to avoid that. Let's see. Let's see what we get. So here's that 4-hour consolidation I was talking about earlier. That's this. There. So we're just sitting inside of this right now, seeing what price wants to do inside of this consolidation. Let's see. Yeah, it's just sitting there consolidating. So see if it gives us anything. 15 minute. You got that break up here. So we had that small inversion right here in the 15 minute. There. But you see right after that we had nothing. So depending on what happens, price may want to revisit that. Let's go 15 minute. Good. And we can just build off of that. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, price looking nasty right now. Especially just getting to the chart and seeing it. It's not moving. So right then and there is like, okay, do I want to participate in this? And you sit on your hands and you wait for the best opportunity. What's up, my guy? Let's get it. So I'll be on stream for an hour to see what we get. See if we get anything that pops up. Yeah, this market right now is not doing anything that I like seeing. We do see that Asian range low is right there, but not jumping the gun. Not yet. Oh yeah, look at that. If you feel like you want to be a participant in that, go right ahead. But that right there is nasty. But what I want to see is if we do break down with this push down, how does price come back to this? We'll see. But I want to see it break below it first if it does. Because right now I'm just gearing myself up for what could possibly happen. So we know that this 2 orange lines here is that 4-hour consolidation. So let's rename that. Because just because it's called day trading, it's not everyday trading. So you want to look for the best opportunities. And if the opportunity is not there, you simply wait for the next day. There was opportunity here, there, because you had an inversion here, confirmation here, and this drop down, but this drop down happened 6 in the morning. So that's 5 our time. And then we had that drop down, it came back up, swept these highs right here, and then it continued down. And then we pushed up, swept these highs, and we continued down. So let's see how price plays off of this after it takes out that possible Asian range low. Let's see. Asian range low is 23,431.25. So it missed it by 1 tick. There you go. So there's that Asian range low. And if you guys seen a video from this morning that I posted in the group, I was referring to the fact that we were at that 4-hour consolidation, and we either going to break out of it or sit in it or back above it. So only a couple of things can happen. You just have to align yourself with what you see. So right now we got that 4-hour candle that closed, because this is the 10 o'clock candle. So if you look here and we go to that 4-hour consolidation, you see the body of the candle close right inside of this consolidation, and then we're pushing to the downside. So now that we're pushing to the downside, does price want to break out of this range, or are we going to stay inside of this consolidation? It all depends on this 4-hour candle. Let's see. Yeah, we get that expansion down. Yes, sir. Okay. Look at the 1 minute real fast. Oh yeah, the 1 minute gave you one too. Inversion here, and then second confirmation here. Price played into it, all there, and then we got that drop off to that downside here. So that was about 20-point risk. Looking for that low, it's about 48 points. So 1 to 2 off of that, off the 1 minute. But now you want to make sure you're in line with whatever happens next. You don't want to take it up just because it took out Asian range low. Remember, Asian range low is a confluence. This 4-hour consolidation range is a confluence. It's all confluence. So when you're looking for opportunities, you want to base it off of market structure, price action. So right now, just waiting to see what it's going to give me. Well, we just had this slight expansion to the downside. This is really not a big range. This is 100 points, basically. Let's call it 100 points, and from top to bottom right now. So yeah, it's a decent range, but it's not something super crazy. And then you had all this consolidation in the middle of it. But we know if we looked right now from this high to this potential low, that's pretty much near the midpoint. And whenever you have consolidation where it's just back and forth, that's where it's going to be majority of the time. So even with this push up, I just want to see how price is going to play out here at this 5-minute consolidation right here. How is price going to treat that? And will we have a possible opportunity here? Like I say, I'm live for 1 hour. So we'll see if we can get anything within that hour. If anything pops up. Because as you guys know, there are a multitude of trades or opportunities in the market. So what I do is I give you confluence when it comes to price action and market structure to see which ones are best fitting for you and your opportunities based off what you're seeing that I'm laying out for you as a roadmap. And then we base it off of that. And then inside of that, the model will present itself somewhere inside of that, depending on what time frame you're looking at, what time window you're looking at. Somebody's time window can be different than somebody else's. So you don't want to compare. You want to base it off what you're looking at and what you're looking for. So right now, I'm looking for price to come back to this consolidation. And after that, I'll drop down to the 1 minute and see if, or what type of price action we get inside of here if it does. Right now, we have the 5 minute potentially filling or creating this imbalance here. Because this candle is not closed yet. We got 1 minute. And if it creates that candle, that will be that ceiling. And that can be inverted. That'll give us that push up into this consolidation. And then if we have confirmation inside of this consolidation, then that could be potential push to the upside. But nonetheless, if it fails and then it goes below this consolidation, then that could be that expansion down. So you're just basing it off of what price is trying to tell you, but also what is it doing. So we had that 15-minute inversion here. We had no confirmation. So just from it not having any confirmation, that's showing a willingness to potentially go back up. But we have this 4-hour range that we're in. So price may not want to revisit that. But we can only rely on what's in front of us to use. Okay, so we had that 5 minute imbalance created here. There's that 5 minute right there. See how price plays off of that. Is it going to give us that continuation to the downside? And remember, you don't want to drop down and go straight to 1 minute if you're still looking at 5 minute price action. So if you have a 5 minute confluence, why would you drop down to 1 minute? You want to see it once it gets there, cool. But if you're looking for it to go there off the 1 minute and then catch it right as it turns around, then you may be too early. So you want to look and see it happen on the 5 minute first, see how it reacts to it, then drop down. Like this bounce off of this 4-hour consolidation. You can't say, oh, this is a bounce, so it's going to continue up. Yes, it could, but this is 4 hours. This thing can just sink down if it wanted to. So you don't want to jump in the way of higher time frame price action, but you want to float with it. So now that we're in there, I want to see how price rejects. As soon as we get in there, we got a nice rejection. Let's see now, we can drop down since price is there. And then what do we see here on the 1 minute? We see this inversion right here. Then price run up into this 5 minute. This imbalance here. This price. This low is 462.75. This high is 462.50. By one tick, this is the imbalance here as well. We broke that as well. So now we're back at that 5 minute consolidation right here. And then we broke that imbalance here. So now you have this as a possible confirmation, but you gotta ask yourself, is this something you're willing to take? Remember, this is 5 minute, this is 5 minute consolidation. So price may close that confirmation and continue to the downside. It's all based off what the market is giving you. And you see how it left this little bitty piece open. Let's see if price continues. Closed it. Look at that. It literally closed it. So the fact that it's not trying to make any confirmation is showing that, does it have a willingness to continue up, or does it want to continue to the downside? Well, now that it did that and it's pushing back down, you can go back to the 5 minute, look at the 5 minute. And what is the 5 minute telling you? Hard rejection. Just watch and see how this plays out. Hard rejection off the 5 minutes. Look at 1 minute again. So we get that big rejection. And then look how it's playing out on the 1 minute. It's about being in sync more than anything. Run to the downside. Remember, this is that 4 hour consolidation. Right back up into it. See if we get that continuation to the downside. We should get a push up and then a spike back down. We'll see. We'll see. Started to stall off this. We took out this low. So let's see how price wants to play after that low. Take this stuff off. Because we know we're at that 4-hour low now. We had that 5-minute consolidation here. Now we're getting that push up. So now, let's see. What is this? Yep, this is an inversion. Also, remember, we're running back up into this 4-hour consolidation. So don't forget that. I just don't want to have too much stuff on my chart. Because you see what price can go for right now. You see that it can possibly go for this high. So now we're headed back to that 5-minute imbalance. So look now. So you see how we headed back to that 5-minute off of this huge wick up. So what I could do is look at this wick's midpoint and see how the 5-minute candle goes up into it. Just to see if we get some type of reaction. So label that 5-minute. Wait. So I don't want to jump the gun. And what I mean by that is just taking anything or looking for anything. My whole thing is being in sync. So as prices playing out and going back and forth, I'm just flowing with it. That's it. Things that jump out to me or they look like, oh, this something should happen here or maybe it should happen here. Just play it out step by step. man. Y'all can't hear me. Oh man, jeez. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix it off stream because it's. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Hopefully. Cool. Yeah, that's crazy. Technical difficulties, okay. Well, what we're doing right now is getting in sync. We're just seeing what price is going to give us based off how it's flowing. And that's the whole objective right now, is to catch the flow of traffic. And right now we mapped out that we seen that midpoint on that 5 minute. We have this expansion up into it, but look how we're going right back into that 5 minute consolidation. The one I said I wanted to see earlier, we rejected off of it first, and then we went right back up into it. So that's showing a clear sign of bullishness as of right now. And then we're going right back into that 4 hour consolidation, which is here. And I was saying earlier that remember that, because I don't like to have it on my chart. I want to have too many things on my chart to where it's overbearing. So just keeping these things kind of like, okay, I know these levels, and then going off of that. So this is, that high is 518, low is 429, and we running right up there. So cool. See how price plays off of that. Okay, we broke above it. Let's look at the 1 minute. So we just took out this high here, and then prices in that expansion phase where it's just in the continuation. So now that we took out that high, how does price want to revert? So do we go back down, come back to the high of this, touching this consolidation, and then continue up, or does it break below and then continue to the downside? But look how we set ourselves up, because based off what it does, either it's going to do that, or it's going to do that. And if it just does this, then oh well. So let's see. That's a nice push up too. Because that push up could have been good if you had here. This would have been dealing range right there. And had that inversion here. I think it was like 1 tick. And if it would have fell inside of this discount and took that up past that consolidation. So let's see how price plays, and then look what it left right here. So the question is price want to continue off of that, or are we going to pull back to the downside off of that high? We'll see. Okay, we sitting inside of it. So let's see how price wants to play out here. may get a strong, we're going to get a strong push down or a strong push up. Already got that strong push up. Just seeing if this is going to retrace off of that to get that push to the downside. It looks like it wants to push up, and they got that 1 minute right here. See if we get the expansion up. Turn that 4 hour off. Let's see. Is that push up going for those highs? Just like that. Learn how to follow order flow. So we were able to anticipate either it going down or it going up, just based off what the trade is giving you. The model is going to present itself based off of where you're at. But what you want to get accustomed to is being able to flow with it. Once you learn how to flow with it, everything else is just input. How much time we got left? So we got 30 minutes left. So from that time, we done seen this drop. We seen this push back up. We seen this coming down to get this low. We seen price coming back up to get that high. We seen it bounce off this consolidation and push up. Everything we're calling because we're staying in flow with it. So when the model does present itself, then you're able to capitalize off of it. And if the model doesn't present itself, there are still ways to catch opportunities based off what you're seeing, but you got to be comfortable with thinking outside of the box when it comes to trading and just being able to take the right opportunities if they present themselves. Okay. So there's that push up off that imbalance, 25 points. That ain't nothing crazy. But the push is this whole thing here. This is the 100-point push. Just that fast. like I told you guys, I don't sit on here and tell you when to buy or sell. That's not gonna make you a good trader. It's learning how to catch the flow of it, and you'll have so many more opportunities if you know how to be in sync with it. But if you're always just looking for the model and that's it, like that'll help you to get you trades, but it's not gonna help you be consistent. Being consistent is being able to know when to back off, when to get in, when our opportunity is present. Okay, if it does this, then it does that. Okay, if it didn't do this, then it should do that. Like you see how we played it out the whole entire way for this just 100-point push all the way up. Able to see it happening, anticipate it happen, and then as it's happening, see how things should happen or should transpire, and if they don't, then something's off. So most people will see that push down off that consolidation and look for that continuation, which it could. But what happens when it breaks this low? Then you have to reevaluate and see how it breaks the low. But you only gonna know until you look for the right things instead of just looking everywhere for opportunity, because you can have the model here, you can have it with this inversion here, you can have it with this one here, you can have it over here, down here, over here. It's so many ways you can look at it, but have a range, have a daily range. Make sure you're in a range where you're looking for a premium or discount, buy or sell. Making sure it's in the right area. Make sure you have the good confluences. All that stuff matters. Okay. So now we're headed towards this 5 minute, or is it 15? 15 minute. So now what I want to do is we can go ahead and keep these below. Take this 5 minute wick off, midpoint off. We don't need that no more. Take this low off. We already have that. Things that I'm not using, we can take off because you're not using them anymore. I'll keep this on there just because. So, oh, that's 5 minutes. So let's go 15 minute, because now we're nearing that 15 minute inversion here. Remember, I was telling you, I said this 15 minute inversion was giving signs of willing to go back to, because of the simple fact it didn't create any confirmation. Whenever an inversion doesn't create any confirmation, it's kind of like, do you really want to go down? And that's what I use confirmation for. It's confirming that it wants to go down or up. But if I don't see it, then, or if I don't have confirmation, it's like, okay, you could possibly revisit this. So from here, now we're back to that 15 minute inversion. So now what I see is this obvious wick right here. So what I want to do is look at the midpoint of it as a confluence. And see how price plays off of it, if it does. 15 minute wick. Alright. And we still got good time left. So let's see how this plays out. Because we took out Asian range high, we took out Asian range low. So if I want to, then take that off right now. Don't need that. Now I'm just looking at price action. So here's your 15 minute. Nearing the midpoint, that midpoint 517.25. Do we get a rejection off of it, or does price flow through it? And you can see how price is playing at that level here off the 15 minute now. So let's see. We're standing above it right now. We got 7 minutes left till this candle closes. What I'm looking at now is just how price is playing with the flow, how it prints. And then from there, go down to a lower time frame and get in sync with that. And this is a nice push up too. So we got 520 right now. See how that 15 minute candle closes. We had, 6 minutes to that 15 minute candle closes. see how that plays out, and then build off of that. Price still pushing up, so we pretty much seen this whole move from here, the bottom, all the way to where it's at right now, and see how we're able to call that whole move going up, down from the 15-minute or 4 hour all the way to the 1 minute, and we flow with the whole entire thing. This is a 100-something point push, just like that. So now we're at 519. We're slowly getting that rejection at that 517, but we still have some time to that 15-minute candle closes. And like I said, I'll be live for 20 more minutes. So we'll see. Here's that rejection. We just need to see the candle close like that. Just because it rejected it like that doesn't mean that, sell here. No. And that's what people get mixed up with confluences. Confluences just help me with the flow and with getting in sync with whatever's going on. But when it comes to like, it has to do this, it has to do that, based off market structure. And the market structure is going to be based off what? Candle closure. So those candles have to be closed in order to qualify it as market structure. Because in the midst of it, when it's been made, it's just creating the candle. So, and see how like here, this candle body is here at 519. But then if we go to a 15-minute candle, look how close it is to that midpoint. And we still got 5 minutes to that candle closes. I would love to drop down to a lower time frame. I would love to, but can't jump the gun. Like I'm looking at right now, as I see we had this old inversion confirmation here, and that old confirmation was here, which was broke. But see how it's sitting right there. So I'm like, if price does close above here, then that could be that possible continuation up to this high. And that's kind of eyeballing it right now. It was broke here. I rejected off of, but now I was respecting it. 511. And we have 2 minutes left to that 15-minute candle closure. Ooh. Nice rejection. Look at that. Off that midpoint. It doesn't mean it's going to sell down. It just shows a rejection off of it, but a possibility of it continuing to the downside. Because you do have this 15-minute consolidation right here too. And this is all you want to do when you're looking at confluences and imbalance and all these different things. Just making stuff make sense. Like I see this right here. You had this expansion, this consolidation here. So I can even take that kind of here and look at that and see how we rejected, broke above it, bounced off of it, broke below it, rejected hard off of it right here, which is that midpoint of that wick. And then now we're falling back into that range. I think I had this one marked up already, but if not, we'll mark that up. Definitely use that as a influence. Just because of all the signs of rejection, like price was using it at some point in time. So we will too. $50 seconds left. That's a nice closure. So now you have 5-minute floor. See if that holds up. If it doesn't hold up inside this 15-minute, let's see. Came to close it with that rejection that you see right there. Rejected hard off of it. Now we have this 15-minute, closed it. This was a possible BISI, just closed it, which is a little bit of floor. So now let's go 5-minute. We may be cooking with something. Let's see. Oh, that 5-minute right here. See if that holds up. And then you got that 1-minute sell model right here. That's a good risk. Even if it didn't play out, that's a nice risk. Because you had this one, this sell model here, inversion, and you had this one here that's got hit. If you were looking for price to go to the downside, you had this one, why not take it? It's 12 points. If it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. Like, that's a 12-point risk. If it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. Because your main thing is the risk, but price is still bullish. So there's a big possibility that price can just go up, take and stop that out. But is it worth it? Question you want to ask yourself. Like it's headed for that initial stop loss. Okay, there's that floor here. So you want to see it hold here and break that floor. If you're looking for that drop down, if you're looking for that continuation up, then you want to see it break this and then use that as a confluence to take to the upside. So it's two ways you could look at it. You could look at the model playing out or the model failing and use it both to your advantage. Right, is it stall in there? Is that push up now? We should be getting. Remember, this is that old confirmation, and price already broke above it once. So if it breaks above it again, we can get a nice push up. It's all about how you see the market. Spike right back down. What does price want to do? We have how much time we got left? We have 8 minutes till the hourly close. See how it treats that old confirmation. Do it wants to go above it, or do it want to stay below it? What's that low? 513. Confluence. Because the first time it broke above it and it continued, and then we got above it again and it continued. This time it's just sitting there. So price may want to use it to bounce off of, or we can use it as a continuation to the downside. They're just using it as a confluence. Price is ranging. 3 minutes till close. gonna see if price wants to go back inside of this range, or we're gonna break above it for that continuation. $30 seconds left to the candle close. 1 hour. So that candle closed above it. This 60-minute candle that's open, and they're open bullish, and look at the midpoint of that 15-minute closed above it. We got that high, that wick 25 points away. And that could be that continuation up. Yes, sir. Just took out that high. These highs here. They giving that rejection. But I'll leave you guys with that, man. I hope that helped when it comes to looking at it, just flowing with it. As you seen earlier, we pretty much called this low all the way up and just followed it all the way up until it got here. And this is kind of where price is sitting at now, and it's building off of here. So if you're looking for another opportunity, wait to see how price is going to act off of this high here and this high here. And then once that swing high is created, if it gives you a range of somewhat like that, then you see he needs to fall inside of here, back at that old confirmation to bounce off of. But you're not using the confirmation as this old confirmation as I got to buy off of there. It's more of a confluence, like, oh, this is the area where price was supposed to stop at. It didn't once here. It didn't twice here, it didn't 3 times here, and then the 4th time, now what is it doing? And look, every time it broke above it, broke back below it, broke above it, broke back below it, broke above it, broke back below it. It broke above it, now it's just gonna break back below it or continue, just like that. And I wish you guys the best of luck, man, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.